Hi, this is Eric. You're in the Gray Goat Garage. I am the Gray Goat, and we're powered by ombwarehouse.com. Today, there's been a lot of people confusion lately. A lot of newbies out here. A lot of you old school guys are going to go, dude, what are you doing? Why are you doing this video? Well, we have newbies out there. Everybody needs to learn. So let's learn how to properly install a stock type carburetor on one of these engines, any of the 6.5 derivatives, whether it's a Honda or a Hisun or a Predator, whatever. This is the proper way to install a carburetor onto a bare head with just two studs hanging out. Okay, so we can focus in on this area right here. The first step is to properly orient this gasket that has the flat part or a D-shaped port. That's a backwards D. See, there's a D there. But it's going to go backwards onto here, a backwards D. And just slide this over the studs. Make sure it sits flat against the head. The next step is this plastic spacer. This must be installed when using a stock type carburetor. If you don't install this piece, then you're going to have a massive vacuum leak that you cannot tune around. Your engine's never going to run right. This has to be installed. So you'll notice there's one side that has a flat part for a D-shaped port. The other side has a round port and this channel here, which is the overflow for the carb. So we're just going to put that on like that. This gasket is for the overflow on the carb with the little hole here, and has to, meet up with this. So we have to install this correctly for it to seal properly. So now we know that we're sealed on both sides of the plastic spacer. We can slide our carburetor on, and now we have this heavy metal rubber impregnated gasket that has to match up with the carburetor. If you put it on upside down, it doesn't match. It has to be on here correct, with this little hole here getting to that breather hole in the carb. Simply slide that on. Now you can put your billet adapter on with your choke bracket. The easy way to know this is that there's a threaded hole on the back side of this bracket for a screw. So there's a button head Allen screw that goes there. That goes up to the top, and this slides on, and that slips over the top of the carburetor. That will hold the choke in place. So once you have all of that assembled, we're just going to simply put our nuts onto the billet adapter. And what I want to do is I want to tighten these down just a little bit at a time. I don't want to go too tight on one side, not tight enough on the other. So get them tightened down on both sides. And that's all there is to it. If these gaskets are not installed properly, your engine, as the piston's going down trying to suck in air and fuel, it will pull in air from around to the base of the carburetor and the cylinder head here, and that's what's called a vacuum leak. And that's allowing extra air to get into the engine. It's going to run very lean. I see so many guys that forget the plastic spacer, keep putting their main jet up to 38, 40, excuse me, whatever, and still can't get it to run right. You have to have both gaskets on both sides of this plastic spacer. The plastic spacer must be installed, and that's all there is to it. If you do that correctly, you're not going to have a vacuum leak. So that's how to properly install a carb. I'm Eric. I am the Gray Goat. It's my garage, my rules, but we're powered by ombwarehouse.com. Thanks for stopping by.